living law of love and blessing.
Wow. Good morning, good morning. Thank you so much, Auntie. Wow, that's our theme song now. Built to bless. Thank you for creating that for this. Thank you. Well, today is Checkup Friday. And let me tell you something, folks. I was up late last night. It seems like you feel like you have so much to do, you don't have time to sleep. Good morning, Quentin. And that's not a great thing, really, because sleep is important for your balance in your life. But I had a nap, and I was super energized. And so as I'm sitting at my desk, I was laying out some things to do, and it really became crystal clear that in everyone's life, there's a turning point. There's that point in your life where whatever you have been doing to date does not satisfy you, does not gratify you, does not bring you joy, does not get you excited. And that turning point it's a personal thing. Everybody has their own turning point. I can't tell you when your turning point. You can't tell me when my turning point. You know, people can look at it and say, man, you need to change your life. One of the guys that works for us is very talented, but he's a drunk. And we talked to him and we said, man, you know, when you're sober, you can work and you do great work, but when you're drunk, you're a nasty drunk. That's even worse. And finally, we had to make a decision. He couldn't make a decision. He said, you can't work for us if you're drunk, period. And so when he came, and you could tell that he's one of these people, he can't hide being drunk. We're like, no, I don't care what the emergency is, what the urgency is, you cannot work for us when you're drunk. And so he's at a point now, he's got to make a turning point. I'm telling you, by my standards, he should have made a turning point 10 years ago. But until he makes that decision to change, it will not happen. And so that's our challenge today. That's our talk today. What is your turning point? What is that point at which you decide to change your thinking, in which you decide to change your feelings, which you decide to change your actions, which you decide to change your associations and take off on a new path? Robert Frost said, many times my life is different because I took the road less traveled. You look at the people now, it's funny, you go into a church with a minister with a shaved head, you'll see a ton of men with shaved heads. Now you look around, everybody's got a beard. And so there's this imitative process of life that we go through. But those of you up this time of the morning are on a particular journey towards something great, towards your greatness, towards the greatness within you. And that makes you different. So how do you get to your turning point? I'll tell you the story of there was a dog sitting on a porch, just whimpering, clearly in pain. Old man was sitting in the rocking chair by the dog, sort of looking at him. A stranger comes down the street and sees the dog in pain. And he says to the old man, he said, what's wrong with the dog? Why is the dog in pain? And the old man says, well, the dog is in pain because he's sitting on a nail. So the stranger says, well, why doesn't the dog get off the nail? And the old man said, because it doesn't hurt badly enough. And so my challenge to you today is, are you sitting on a nail? And does that nail hurt badly enough to make you make a change? To take you to a turning point where you say, and make a different direction. Choose a different direction. Choose different thoughts, choose different emotions, choose different actions, choose different associations. Are you at that turning point? And now let's think about this. Why is it important that you get to a turning point? But first, you got to be unhappy. That turning point, you got to be unhappy. There's something inside that's got to be saying, you got to change. You got to stop doing what you're doing. You got to do something else. Because if you're happy with your situation, it's not a turning point. It's called mediocrity. If you just say, let me just sit here and hang in here, and every day comes and I'm alive and I'm just going to take this day as it comes to me. A lot of people live like that. But I think that most of us in this mindset want to make tomorrow much better than today. Want to make tomorrow closer to the dreams we have for ourselves, closer to our promised land. Once you hit that turning point, certain good things can happen to you. You see, when you hit a turning point and change everything, and you take step by step, in every type of recovery program, the 12-step programs, those programs where people are engaged in changing the direction of their lives and their habits and their thinking and whatnot. And it says, take one day at a time. Take one step at a time. And so the moment you make that change, you say, aha, I am at my turning point. No more will I do what I've been doing. I'm going to do something new. All you have to do is take one step. A bold step. It might be from this moment on, from this moment on, no day will close out without my evaluating my progress. Looking at the things I accomplished, looking at the lessons I've learned, and no day will end without my devising a new plan of action for the next day. That's one decision. Didn't say go out, get a new job, spend. Just one decision. Every day, I'm going to do this. Every day I'm going to wake up and I'm going to say, today is the most magnificent day of my life. Health, wealth, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money come to me in great abundance. You do that every day. You will begin to program your mind. And so what happens if you take that step to change day by day? Start with the little things. And the little things begin to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you create something called momentum. And see, once you begin to create momentum, that increases your energy level. And you start attracting people into your space. You start attracting results into your space. And so that way, the faster you run towards your goal, towards your vision, the more energy draws that vision to you. You see, whatever you're seeking is seeking you. And the level of your desire and the intensity of your actions determines how fast that thing manifests in your life. Someone once said you can get rich quicker, you can get rich slow. It's up to you. You can get happy quickly or you can get happy slowly. It's up to you. But the point is, if you take a daily action, you will create momentum. And see, momentum now is like that wave when you throw a big stone in the water, those concentric circles that go out. That momentum now begins to impact the world so that you attract into your space everything that you're seeking. And see, this stuff works positively or negatively. You look at my drunk friend. He didn't get drunk overnight, but he got onto a spiral. He created a negative momentum where he couldn't stop himself from drinking. He had to have a drink. Drug addicts, you gotta have it, gotta have it. Well, become a success addict. Become a happiness addict. Gotta have this success. And I'm not talking monetary stuff. Success, hey, every day I gotta be better than I was the day before. Every day I learn more so that I can be more, so that I can do more, so that I can impact more. You see, this turning point is what will make all the difference. And you have the power to do it right now. When we finish this program today, you can sit there on your desk and you say, I'm at my turning point. I've been sitting on this nail too long. I need to make a change. Now, there's one very important thing that you must do. The power of change is change 2. The power of the GPS is the journey 2. In your GPS, you must have a destination. So the moment you decide to change, that's where you are. The thing that will take you to the next level is to clarify your vision of where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want to do. See, that's a part of the challenge. One reason you get stuck on the porch sitting on the nail is because you you forget, or you don't know what's around the house, all the goodies that are down the street. You get so focused on your condition that you don't change it. So the moment you say, hey, I'm at a turning point, spend time clarifying turning to what? What does that end game look like? What does that end result look like? And begin to dwell there in your promised land, and that will give you the strength to make that step each day. That strength to say every day and everywhere again, I'm getting better and better. That strength that says, I will get it done now. So our conclusion is this. Let this Friday be your turning point, where you, 1, make a decision to change, where 2, you take one bold action, one bold step to change. Number 3, you dwell on the vision of that which you would like to be, to do, and to have, clearly and concisely, your promised land. And 4, you commit to do it each and every day. You commit to live your life saying, in the morning, today is my day for great success, accomplishment, and growth. And today, I will do everything I can with what I have to do it with to make tomorrow the way I want it to be. Every day. And then every night, at the end of the day, you evaluate your results. You look at your accomplishments. You look at your growth. And you say with a surety, today, today, I did everything I could with what I have to do it with. And tomorrow will be better and greater. Wow. Thank you, Eric. Bold steps to optimum outcome. So this is your day, your turning point. Folks, this has been Dr. Herbert Harris. Let me tell you, I have enjoyed this moment. I enjoy your being here. I recommend that you visit our website, herbertharris.com. Those of you on Instagram, go to our profile and schedule a what's next consultation to help you determine what's the next thing to do, your next stage of life. The moment you say, hey, I'm at a turning point, you need to be clear on turning to what? Be sure to get our new book, Life Lessons for Your Success, so that you can undermine and destroy those things that will undermine your turning point. Procrastination, self-doubt, and lack of focus. You have the power to be, do, and have anything you desire. So visit our website, herbertharris.com. Get our book, Life Lessons for Your Success. Schedule a success consultation. And know this, that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so now we take it away with our theme song.